Hi everybody. So as promised, I'm doing my diet and nutrition, taken from some old notes that were given to me by an ex, Mr. Britain, my friend who I used to know a long time ago, and he is a PT, but he's also an ex-champion Mr. Britain bodybuilder. So anyway, so what you want to aim for is to get into a calorie deficit. Now, you need to be in a calorie deficit on a daily basis in order to shift body fat or body weight. The ideal is to lose on average about 2 pounds a week for average fat loss. You want to see how much you lose and allow enough weeks. For example, 1 stone of weight would be 2 months ideal body fat loss, which would include 1 extra week for possible sticking points. You have to be patient, and the slower the fat loss, the longer it will last. You don't want to do a fad diet. Less haste is better for your waist, my friend told me, for steady weight loss. In the first 10 days to 2 weeks of a new diet are the worst. You get hangry, you get headaches, you might get detox from coming off sugar, from coming off chocolate, from coming off whatever it is that you've had to eliminate from your diet. So basically, remember, the first 10 days are going to be the hardest. It does get easy and it does get very enjoyable. And it takes 10 days on average to form a habit. It can take a few days to drain out some excess calories out of your system before you go into a deficit. So bearing in mind, in the first couple of weeks, you're going to see more of water retention loss rather than body fat. Some people like myself, we're very high metabolic we're very high metabolic burners, and we're in a constant maintenance, so I burn fat quicker than most people because I'm an ex-bikini athlete champion. So let me just get my hair right because it's out on my face. That's it. So basically, you don't want to have a crash diet, and you want to burn fat, not muscle. And if you feel weak in the gym, it's usually a sign that your diet is working. There's an old phrase that we used to have, which was, the worse you feel, the better you look on stage when you're a competitive athlete. Don't do any fad diets. Now, I don't recommend doing diets that you see online unless you've had like your GP consultation. Obviously, as a disclaimer, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm a bikini athlete champion, so this is just what works for me and giving you my generic diet and training tips. So definitely do not do dramatic calorie slashing, for example. You have to reduce on a gradual level to see significant weight loss and to see significant body fat reduction. So be in a steady kind of dietary mode rather than a dramatic. So you must eat little and often, less carbs late in the evening. So after 6, reduce or eliminate your carb intake. 6 small meals a day is what I used to have: tuna, rice, broccoli, chicken, rice, broccoli, 2 rice cakes, tablespoon of peanut butter, banana, 2 rice cakes. There's so many high protein diets with low carb, minimal fats, and they are out there, but basically Google bikini athlete diet. That's what I do. So you want to have 3 good meals and 3 snacks. So my meals will be tuna, mixed veg or salad, and lots of water, 0 fat, the yogurt. I do not have any condiments, no sugar, and I have 1 banana with 2 rice cakes, bearing in mind fructose is a natural sugar from fruit, and I'll have an apple and 2 rice cakes. So my snacks will be banana rice cakes, apple rice cakes. I don't have the peanut butter because it doesn't agree with me. It just puts fat on my thighs. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what works for me. So it's mainly going to be a protein source, a certain amount of grams of like a couple of handfuls of rice and salad, or broccoli or mixed veg. So it'll be the protein with the veg or salad 3 times a day, and 3 little snacks. Rice cakes usually. 2 rice cakes with an apple, 2 rice cakes with a banana, and maybe an oat biscuit. Not biscuit, an oat bar or protein bar, but I don't do protein bars. So that's that. Okay, and you want to reduce your carbs after 7 o'clock. Let me just turn the page over. So we're on step 11 of the calorie equation, top 20 tips. If you train 3 times a week but you eat, so basically if you eat, you have to be in a calorie deficit and you need to expend more energy than you're taking in through your diet. When you have a diet and you eat, you're giving your body energy. So when you train, you burn calories, but you'll burn the dietary calories first before you burn body fat and before you burn muscle. So you don't want to aim to burn muscle. You don't want to be in a very high dramatic calorie deficit, because you want to steadily decrease body fat and build a little bit of muscle, but basically sculpting and toning. Getting in shape is about 70% the diet. It can be 100% the diet, so 30% aerobics, but the diet is the main thing, it's not the training. You can still put body weight on with good calories, so you must have a calorie controlled diet. Eat slowly, digest your food, and allow your food to hit your stomach before you know that you're full. Most people overeat because they don't allow the transition or the transit of eating, chewing properly, and allowing that food to hit the stomach. So remember, stick to the diet. Avoid temptation. Get rid of all of the crap in your fridge. I do. I've got very strict fridge. Every meal's prepped and ready in containers. So feeling hungry is okay. When you feel hungry, you're usually in fat burning mode, and if you get cravings, they will stop after 7 to 10 days. My cravings stop after 3 to 5 days of deleting sugar from my diet, and I don't get any cravings, so I just enjoy my food. So feeling hungry is okay. If you want to have a warm cup of tea, like I have that, I drink loads of tea. In fact, I've got one here. Cup of tea to keep the hunger away. Just have 2 tea bags. Now, bearing in mind you must have at least 2 litres of water a day. That's what I say to people, because basically you need to be hydrated as well, and our body's made up of water, don't forget. One cheat meal is okay. I have a pizza and a little bit of chocolate at the weekend with my boyfriend, but be careful because you don't want to trigger cravings. When you have a cheat meal, it will be like a carb refeed, and it will keep you satiated throughout the week, so you stick to the diet. For the first couple of days after you've had your cheat meal on a Saturday, you feel so crap that you want to train, you want to stick to the diet, and you're like, never again. But that's the whole point. You have a carb refeed so that your body keeps in guessing mode, so that when you're on the diet, your body's not going to be storing fat. It's a real bikini athlete and bodybuilder trick, where you trick the body into not storing fat but burning it. You can have spices like cinnamon, not spices, you can have flavourings like cinnamon, nutmeg, in yogurt to spice things up, or you can have spices in your food. I don't like spicy food anyway, so that's fine. You must grill or microwave. Do not cook in high fat, and don't fry. So go for a balance in your vitamins and minerals and things like that. I take magnesium. Be careful with iron, because there's a lot of iron in your foods, but you can check your levels, your blood levels, and get that diagnosed before you know what vitamins to take. But I take magnesium and joint supplements, and a little bit of cod liver oil. Don't have fast food, burgers, pizzas, of course, chips and crisps. Get rid of them, throw them away. So 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories, 1 gram of protein, carbs equals 4 calories. Reduce sodium, ditch the salt, have sea salt. Your body needs a bit of salt. Make sure your electrolytes are balanced as well, and so you can get drinks that increase your electrolyte levels. Simple sugars like chocolate, sweets, cake and ice cream, bye-bye, say goodbye to it. And condiments are riddled with sugar. So basically, you want to go for remembering what you take in versus what you burn off. The average weight training diet can be about 50% protein, 40% carbohydrate and 10% fat. The average pre-competition diet is 60% protein, 35% carbohydrate and 5% fat. And bearing in mind you've got different body shapes: endomorph, the stocky, higher body fat, mesomorph, athletic, that kind of thing. So remember that you must train and diet according to your body shape and your height. So bearing in mind, these are the top tips to know about how to be in a calorie deficit to shift body fat and get you stage ready as a bikini athlete, or just to get on the first steps to having a good, healthy, nutritious diet. Thanks for watching my video, and this is my list here, and the next video I'll do is about my training. Thank you guys, bye.